Today is February 14th, and this is r/Factorio on Reddit. All right, today we're looking at the Factorio Friday Facts, and we'll just take a quick look at that. Nothing super huge, other than this poison cloud that I never use. Man, I should use it. I should use it more. It's specifically very powerful on worms. And because they're stationary and they're damaged just like biters. See, this worm is going down. The biters will pass through it and get hurt, but you should use poison more often. Super handy against worms. I think it's pretty cheap too. But they've defined it a little bit better. And around the edges, graphics look a little more consistent with the engine and all that. They said it was a, Coverex found somewhere on the internet, a poison cloud animation placeholder sprite sheet. And they just updated it. But now, new animation was done quickly and without the need for any large changes in the Factorio engine. This is the mindset these days. The engine features we already have to finish things quickly and without trouble. We try and stop ourselves from going crazy. That's good when you're trying to wrap it up. They're clearly trying to get this done, right? And one other interesting thing, it says, well, now is the time to finish everything big and small. So this is a small one and small change. But these are pretty interesting. The robot die effects, I also never use these. Actually, I get into the PLDs more than I do anything, and I guess poison now. Gun turrets, lasers, and PLDs are my primary. But these little robot followers, I guess I do use the logistic robots quite a bit, but none of the combat ones or distractors or anything like that. Looks a nice little animations plus some trash, battlefield trash graphics as well. These new effects have been merged into the master branch now, so they are effectively done. And next time they roll out whatever batch that is, 18.6 is the one we're currently on. So 18.7, these should be live. That'll be interesting. We'll have to try it out. Otherwise, nothing earth-shattering, but it is good to see they're trying to wrap it up. Weekly question thread. Just out of curiosity, how can I change the rate of fire for gun turrets, artillery turrets, etc.? Only science. Only science. Yeah, that's about it. There is turret shooting, gun shooting speed, and artillery shooting speed, and laser shooting speed that all bump up the rate of fire. How can I optimize a script? Call a script doctor. I want to start an Angel Bob game, but I'm not sure which add-ons to download. There seems to be so many options. That's true. That's a tough one in there. Any advice being helpful? I had to have a spirit guide to do it. Someone just went in there and figured it all out. I think Steely Gold or maybe Jimmy or Hafala's did it for us on our server. But that is correct. That is a great question. Bob's greenhouses do simplify a lot of things a ton. One other way to do it is every mod made by those authors. FNEI is crucial if you haven't done it before. It might be crucial even if you have. FNEI is lets you do recipe lookups and those things like that. Yep, ARCS 666 Angel. Is there a way to flash a warning when a burner inserter is out of fuel? Can you wire a speaker to a burner inserter out of fuel? You have to rig an inactivity detector, the burner's hand contents. Oh, okay. Burner inserter is out of fuel. Yeah. This looks like a good one. And then do combinators and send a signal. You can set the speaker to play globally. There's options to show a warning, etc. Yep. I need something big and powerful to retaliate against the rampant biters. My defenses are holding the line, but not without casualties. Lasers. Solar plus lasers. Make sure that you have some a proportionate number of accumulators, and artillery. It's the best thing. That's the end game. You can upgrade the crap out of those artilleries too. Is there a way to turn biters and pollution on for a generated map without them? Yes, without a mod. There's console commands. Yep. Can I change a running game to peaceful mode? Yes, you can. Same thing, console commands. It does disable all scripts. Console enemy evolution scripts. Yep. I'm working on a factory with tight physical limitations on space, but still want to produce a decent amount of science. Limitations on space. Okay. X amount of smelters. Yep, Kirk McDonald. In my Discord, there's the link, or also the Twitch chat. Factorio planners. There's 3 of them that are really good and used for different purposes. Dumirs, Kirk McDonald, and Barry Kuhn has one. Also, the Factorio cheat sheet is very good from DD Gamer. All right. I don't use flamethrower turrets too much because fueling them is a pain, but I like how effective they are. It's a good way of getting those bad boys on perimeter defenses. Train some crude and fuel through pipes. That's what they do in biter battles. So double thump. What I would recommend doing is going out and watching the biter battles. That's how those guys have to be experts at the flamethrower turrets. And that's exactly what they do. They hook up some pump jacks, run along a line to them, and to the flame turrets, throw some tanks on the line so that there's a little bit of a buffer in case the line breaks. But yeah, that's how you do it. Just run. You can use straight crude. You don't even have to use derivatives, but it is a great place to sink your derivatives into. Derivatives meaning like light oil, if you don't want to make solid fuel. Is the little landfill in game yet? Yes, at least in 1.8. The grid-like texture of it. Azale's Advocate says, I haven't played the game since version 12.29. Welcome back. Was thinking about getting back to the game. Is there a lot of new content since I last played? Yes. There's a ton of new stuff. It has only gotten better. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff. Does Bob's and Angels work in 18 yet? Angels does confirmed. I cannot confirm Bob's. Probably someone in chat can confirm Bob's. I just started a BA game in Bob's Angels game in 18. Bob's Angels most popular mod. If you know minor problems report, you can read them in Angels threads. Yep, there it is. Bob's electrolyzers, things to work, minor debug, minor changes that cause some issues. Good. Okay. I'm herding around 2 gigawatts of electricity production from nuclear. Designing expandable reactor array is quite difficult. It is because your reactors are in the center, and then you want to put 8 of them together and then have all your stuff around it. But it kind of isolates it. You just have to double it up. Nuclear spaghetti heat pipe sprawling heat exchanger. Those limit losses also say, how do I better expand production to 4 gigawatts? Do that again. Copy paste. Or Factorio Prince has some good ones. Catherine Sky has some good ones. I can put those links in the description. All right. Does anyone know a blueprint for early game blue circuits from raw material plates? Seen some late games. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Late game ratio is 1-to-1, but closer to 1-to-2. I'm having trouble wrapping my head around it. There's so many green circuits that are needed now. You need that on the near belt with a blue inserter minimum. Then you can put the red ones on the far on a far inserter or on a far belt. But you need the green and red chips in places on lots of places. So don't make them on site for blues. I love Factorio. Me too, but I don't have the head or interest in endless optimization, so I can't run my own for longest once the rocket's launched. Restart the game. I've done that a couple times. It's already lost its sheen. What are the options? Mods, man. To encourage replaying it. Mods are great. Speed running. If this guy doesn't have the head for the endless optimization, speed running. Absolutely. No Buell. Come talk to me. Speed running. Mods. Speedrunning and mods. Keep the game fresh. Tons of good mods out there. What's the jump from 17 to 18 likes? Almost nothing. Just graphics. It's mostly just graphic improvements and optimization, right? If you're playing with the mods, they'll break, most likely. Is the electric furnace better in terms of energy consumption pollution? It's better for pollution, but it'll get you electrically. It'll get you. One of the things that is an advantage about using either coal or solid fuel is that it's trapped in all the energy that you use is trapped in ore or in a resource. So you're not pulling off your electrical grid. You've got to be careful when you cut a line over that is running off of coal or solid fuel or some other thing of normal fuel. Be prepared. Add some either extra solar or extra steam or something and extra accumulators to account for that big jump. But you can cut down on your pollution substantially because coal and solid fuel are stanky. What's the general strategy with biter? Push them out of the pollution. Push them out of the pollution cloud. Push them back as much as you can, then wall it in. And get a gun. Strategy to push back nets: turret creep, poison, follower robots, PLDs. Behemoth attacks are pretty strong. Can't kill them with a tank. Yeah, tank is only so effective. Adding flamethrowers is a good defense. I'm in the process of building my first mall. Does anyone know of an app that will tell me what I can make given X, Y, and Z ingredients? An app. FNEI. Also. Yep, there it is. FNEI map. Or app. Mod. Yep, FNEI is his answer. Are there any other game mods expand the concept of steam power or make things a little more complicated? Obviously, big mods like Angels, Bobs, and Pyanodons, but I'm seeing Amator Phasmas, coal and steam. Industrial Revolution is big on extending the burner phase a ton. I want the AI industry. Factorio Extended is another one. There are upwards of there's 2 levels of steam and boiler. But we usually don't use it because the solar is so good. You can play without solar if you want. But yeah, Industrial Revolution. I've hit a bottleneck in my world. Launched 260-odd rockets. I'm up to mining productivity 14. I'm using about 1.2 gigawatts power. Shine on. A couple of nuclear reactors. That's good. Getting to a stage where the pause the rockets, let science production build up. Rails. Feel that the factory needs too much manual invention to keep running. Is this normal? Yes. Yes, it does. Expand and get out there with your rails. Big trains. Start breaking your main base apart, and instead of dragging all of your iron and copper into your main base, maybe make an outpost where you drag your iron and copper out to it, and then you train in green circuits, as an example. That's what we're doing in the Ribbon world. Is we're getting really big into outposting. Is it possible to have zero maintenance wall? Maybe. Oh, okay. A zero maintenance wall, yes, is one with a train restocks it with ammo, repair packs, etc. Yes, yeah, that is very doable. Yeah, he just described how it works. Is offload into some supply chests. All the stuff that you need to do, have it run out there and drop off for like every 2 minutes, come back for full, wait for 2 minutes until it's full, and then have it in the bot network. so as soon as they're damaged, the bots will go along and repair them. Absolutely. Ski Geek said it right. He literally just described how it works. I'm trying to get nuclear started on my current map, which is including transport sulfuric acid by train to reach the uranium deposits. It's a tough way to go. I get the sulfuric acid tank car via pump, but I can't seem to get it back out at the deposit. R button, fluid wagons. They got to be evenly on straight rails, and you got to use pumps to get them out. Pumps. Yep, train is all automatic. That's a good question, Breadbird. It's not really a question, more of an invitation to discuss the game. I've completed most basic goals for the game. Fight Biters, Lazy Bastard, good. Played around with trains. JSN86 says, my latest base looks like this. This is good. If he's got the basic stuff down, this is really good. Lazy Bastard. He's labels. Trains and smelting and buses. Got a bus base here going on. Rocket's probably over there. Push the biters way back. That's good. Some problems, not like blue circuits. It has some problems, like not enough blue circuit production. There's never enough blue circuit production. Lack of military factories. There's no nuclear plants or uranium enrichment. Most of the factories I have here from blueprints I've downloaded. It gets boring after a while, planting a factory someone else designed. Yeah. At this point, I know what to do to keep the game fresh and interesting for me. You should progress in the areas that I have. Nuclear efficiency. Choose Big Mod, Bob's and Angels. When you're stuck in a rut, you hit the nail on the head. You are effectively playing someone else's game. Two Rudes is correct. Start a game and wing it. Give it a shot. Speed run. I'm biased, so. Box all that shit up and build a base. There's no reason to restart, lose research. Load mods, play an early game, etc. You have bots, you have materials, you should know how. That's right. BC74SJ is correct. Also, I recommend mods start from scratch. Don't use blueprints. Everybody's having the same thing. Good. All right. That concludes Factorio Weekly Question Rundown, Friday night. All right, February 14th, Reddit. Take 2. Found a pretty grove of trees while laying track. It looks like he pulled some of these up. I ain't gonna lie. Look at this. Look at this. See, the reason I think he pulled some of it up is that might be decoratives. I can't tell. But it may be. But it is a different terrain color. It's interesting, though. Nice little grove of trees. This convoluted mess I like to call a base. There you go. It's pretty good. It looks like a CPU. But it does look like he knows there's more land out there, which is good. So it's just outposts. This looks like main base. Feel free to double this, like crunch over into that side and double it. If you can do something, you can undo something. That's the engineer's way, right? There's another one. When you start a new version 18 game, but you haven't played since 16, what in the wide world of sports? Looks like a motherboard. It does. There you go. Yeah, probably this toolbar is very foreign to you if you skipped 17 and you just bumped right into 18. Here's one. I think I saw this earlier from the phone, which is why it's already read. Got an email about this one. Oh man, when you feed your copper into your iron lane and your iron into your copper lane. Yeah, look. This is the iron going over here, and those are coil makers. Yep. Wah, wah, that's a pain. That is going to suck. That's going to suck to clear up. That's the uh-oh of the week. Spaghetti is the only language I know. Is he Italian? Is spaghetti Italian? I don't know. Nice. It looks like a bus base coming from off the edge. Try and do too much in a little space. All right, look here. I'll show you up in here. Oh, yeah, he might be Italian. Look, Bastianero. That sounds Italian, right? Arrivederci. So, this is an example of trying to do too much in too little of space. And look, there's tons of green out there that you could use. Look, it's Bastionero. I'll tell you, it's very, very reasonable to get some more space in Factorio. You fill out a couple forms. You send them in. You wait 3 to 5 business days. You get it back. You do need to sign and then fax it back into them. And then maybe like a week or two, you'll get some more land, and then you can expand your base. Suggested there's an undo shortcut, but is there a redo? I think there is, right? I'm not aware of one right now. Oh. Shift dragging. Okay, I learned this tonight after 3,600 hours of Factorio. Shift drag and deconstruct planner does the cancellation you're asking for. There you go. Shift drag and decon planner. That's the cancel. Yep. Who uses Big Steam? Red Label. Boom Horses. Boom Horse uses Big Steam. Upvote. Take my upvote. Only now did I realize that you can drag the start menu 200 hours in. This is not new. I think this is new from version 17, I think. I don't know why this is important unless you're maybe a streamer. But, yeah. There you go. You can drag it around. I think that was new from 17, right? Does anyone else find this really annoying? What's that? Oh, yeah. Oh. Got to get landfill. Get your landfill out. Go get that nuclear. How bad do you want it? Carbodine, how bad do you want it? What a mess. What do you mean, a mess? Back to Vaz Raznos. That is not a mess. That's beautiful. It's a little janky going into here, but that's okay. Look at that. That's not a mess. You're fine. That's actually pretty well done. Looks like got some buffer chests over here. Yeah, apparently this guy has not seen a mess. 382 rockets, bro. You're doing fine. You're doing just fine. Hey, devs, why not implement tile placing mechanics for solar? Why not? That is a great upvote, yeah. Why is my signal chain flashing? Let's see if I can get this one. Oh, you need a signal coming in. Wait, right-hand drive. Oh, yeah, you need a signal coming in. Signal, and you need an out here. These are not right. Evil Lime, you need to attend one of our tutorial things because it can see itself. Yep, that's right. A signal expects to divide a rail into 2 different blocks. He's got it. Well done. Well done. A chain signal doesn't let the train out. A rail signal doesn't let the train in. Yep. Chain before a fork, rail after the merge. Yep. Chain going into the intersection, rail after coming out of the intersection. There's not being another to make it know what it's creating a block with. Correct. Egg noodles and ketchup. Ketchup or ketchup? Always secure your spawn area, otherwise this could happen. Oh, great. Oh. Dead. Nice. Ja J92. Wah, wah, wah. He's toast. Yep. Looking for a friend who loves Factorio. I'm over 30, almost 2K hours a game. I'm still a noob. Looking for someone similar interest to me. Perhaps we can hang out in Factorio. Other video game, tabletops, LARP. LARP crafting, leatherwood, material more. Musician. He just needs a buddy. Anybody want to be friends with somebody like that? Bro, post here. Wampa Stompa 09. Just needs a buddy. I know a stream he could hang out in. Main belt bases look like circuit boards. Yes, it is almost like building a circuit board. Perfect match for a creepy clown. Is it cheating to use a map editor to make my starter resource fields perfectly square and distributed so all my drills stop working at the same time? Yes, it is. Yes, it is cheating, but do it anyway, Katos. Third playthrough, first rocket, 22 hours. Monsieur Y. Really neatly laid out. Oh, look, he's got it labeled. That's not in Factorio either. He took a picture and dragged icons on it. This is fancy. This is well done. And look, he took advantage of the space he's not using to put in solar. That's pretty sharp to offset some of the coal and all that. That's great. I ain't mad at this at all. I'm wondering how he got enough power. Is that all the science he's got right there? So he forced all that science through that one long chain? Yeah, look, he delivered it all. That can't be 20. You can do all that in 22 hours? I suppose you can. If you're doing this in 22 hours, you should try and do the there is no spoon. Yeah. My favorite red chips design for low output needs, easily tileable. I think I've seen these before where it's just on the inside. Copper goes to the middle and then just distributes. It's a good ratio. The ratio is right, 1 to 6, 1 copper. 1 copper for 6 reds. And then pretty much a half line of each. Yeah, it's good. It's not bad. He's right. It's tileable. Rate my steel and gear production. Not enough. I will tell you it's not enough. It's good. You need more. You could still extend that out. It's got double-sided. That's not bad. It's a good little design. Taking the product through the middle. You could, what this person could do, ant poison, is just scoot it over one, and you won't have this middle business going on. You could do it coming out each side. Upvote. I'm looking for a group to play with. Look at this. There's one guy who needs a friend, and this guy's need a group. LFG, experts or newbies, not important. Want to have fun together. Also, Discord user. Grom, leader. Help with logistics. Not for me. Launched my first rocket today by designing my base with creative mod. I mean, you just plop down a thing in a rocket, and you can launch it. Spaghetti problems. I can't get to blue before I have to re-roll due to too much spaghetti. Yep, that's very common. Restart. Cliff explosives. Cliffs keep getting in the way. Oh, yeah.
Groovy.
Good call. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. My interpretation of Power Armor Mark II. Well done. Fan creation. Demon San. Today I learned you can shift mouse wheel to go through your copy history pasting. Yes, you can. I did know that. That one I actually figured out pretty quickly because I am always fiddling with the mouse button. Mouse wheel. Solid fuel efficiency increased Solid fuel or efficiency versus increased power. I guess he means power cost. Saw blade X. Oh, this is JD. This is our buddy JD. We've got to upvote that one. Our open community map for my YouTube channel. Every month we have some stupid challenge ranging from race to the edge of the map to build his biggest arty train ever. Right? He does. This month, set my community challenges. See, JD can just self-promo on Reddit all he wants, and it's fine. First rocket launch. 137 hours the first playthrough. Well done. Let's look at this one. Other mods. I'm sure this has been suggested. First off, PMMA Almeida. PMM Almeida. Well done. 137, anywhere between 80 and 150 is very common for your first rocket. Well done. Well, I was going to say last one, but that next one looks pretty good. Typical floor change from stone to concrete. I think I always just go straight for the refined concrete. I don't think I ever put down stone. Today I learned you can tile the ground with bricks and not just concrete. 160 hours played. Well done. Everybody learns, Brunslow. Chips and chips. All right, last one right here. Blue circuits with only burner inserters. Well, you got to fuel them, though, right? Oh, yeah, look, he's got coal lines. The coal lines only... What? The coal lines only fuel... Oh, look, he's got a burner inserter feeding a burner inserter. That concludes This Week in Reddit, February 14th. Thank you for being here. Catch me 5-6 days a week at twitch.tv/clowntown. If you like this sort of thing, leave a comment and hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.